Alright. Let's get started. So, Deathcast. No, not Deathcast.
Sorry.
Death Talk.
Death Talk. Episode 001.
That's assuming we'll make it to 100.
Yeah. I did the 3 digits on purpose because I feel like this is going to be a long-running podcast.
You never know.
This is gonna shoot to number 1 pretty quickly, I'm assuming. But this is the pilot. The pilot? Is this the pilot episode?
Yeah, it is. Until
what is that?
Pilots get shut down.
Wait, but aren't most pilots 000?
Until we get picked up for a
I don't
full
even know.
season. Yeah. This is the
Yeah, so this is the pilot episode. We're gonna see if we get canceled after this. It might happen pretty quickly. But hey, let's start with some introductions.
with you.
I'm gonna start with we're gonna do introductions because
You should actually go last.
people have no idea who we are.
Yeah, they still won't.
And they still won't because no one's gonna listen to this. They have no idea who we are. People know Jake. People know Trey. But we also work here. The 5 of us.
Yeah. People know Bama.
Yeah, and people know the dog. Yeah, the dogs. The dogs are more famous
Yep.
than we are.
They're
yeah.
cuter.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, I guess, dude, I think people are gonna be really even like tell the difference between our voices.
I always have trouble with that
Yeah.
when I listen to podcasts.
I mean,
but
definitely
fuck
have to do introductions first. Probably like every time, just to, like quick, like maybe a long one, the first one, and then
a
every
quick-
episode, just so
quick,
people
like,
have a point of
hey.
reference.
All right. Well, my name's Rich. I guess we'll say like hi.
Hey, Rich. Welcome.
Do you want to go around this way?
Yeah. I do production and distribution here. I think I've worked here the longest out of anyone. So that makes me
the boss Ross.
the highest ranking official here. So why don't we pass it around? Casey,
Alright.
you're next.
My name is Casey. I'm the music buyer here. I've worked here for 2 years, I believe, coming this November.
So you're the guy buying all those records for the store.
I am. That's my
So
mostly my music taste.
It's your taste, your musical taste that is
Yes.
bringing in the records that we sell.
That's why we don't sell anything.
My musical taste dictates the masses' interests.
Okay. All right. Well,
Everyone's going to hate me.
that's true. Mark, you're next.
My name's Mark. I've worked here for almost 2 years. 2 years in January. And I do distribution with Rich for all this like independent stores in the United States.
Lead systems operator.
Or
He's
lead
not.
systems operator.
He's not the lead systems
But it
operator.
doesn't really
Nobody even knows
exist.
what that is.
I do. I assigned it to him. That's his title.
All right, Caleb, you're next. What the heck do you do here?
A whole lot of nothing.
That's true.
You put things in the store, right?
I do a little bit of everything.
No, you are the e-store manager.
Sure.
You're also the product manager here.
Yeah.
So
Customer service.
You do customer service. So some people may know Caleb because you may have gotten an email from him.
Yeah.
Him and his delightful emails that he sends to people. Very popular guy here.
Oh, hey, thanks.
I'm just trying to make you feel good. Cool. Christopher.
Thanks. Chris Martin. I'm a production assistant here, so I'm Rich's assistant.
I think we're gonna have to do the intros again.
Nah, they were perfect. They were perfect.
They were quiet though.
No, Rich is.
No. I can edit that stuff,
Right.
dude. I'll make you sound so good.
I didn't know. Well,
The subwoofers of people's stereos are gonna be
Are you
pumping
gonna
out that low
Are you
end.
gonna put the lead female voice filter?
Yes. I'm only gonna put that on Casey.
Cool.
Good.
All right, so we've been wanting to do this podcast for quite a bit now, right? We've been talking about this forever. We were supposed to do it last week, but someone's car broke.
Oh,
That was
right.
me. That was me.
Yeah.
That was
My wheel was screeching.
Honda Fit.
It had to get fixed, but I'm here now.
He's here now.
Here now, thank God.
So we've been saying we wanted to do this for a while. So we basically wanted to give people kind of an inside listen to what we do here. It's not really an inside view because you can't see us yet.
Nice.
Soon.
Hey.
Soon. And we're going to talk about some of the things that go on here.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Hopefully weekly.
Yes.
So
We're
things
going
will
to
stay
commit to
current.
that.
You just
Yes.
jinxed us.
Yeah, now it's never happened.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
So, we're going to talk about... We don't really know what's going to happen. We're just going to feel it out and see what happens. But we do have some topics that we want to hit on this week. First things first, we want to talk about the new release that came out this week. Does anyone know what that is?
I do.
Oh, Mark knows
Do you
what
guys
it is.
know? I don't think you guys... it's the Touche Amore live at the BBC Volume 2.
Yes.
7-inch.
Live on BBC Radio 1,
British Broadcasting Company.
Volume
That's
2.
what that stands for.
Yeah.
So this...
Actually, I was hoping you guys weren't going to correct me. I don't really know.
So this record took... It was supposed to be out a long time ago, actually. Not a long time ago, but, earlier in the
I
year.
remember you guys talking about it a long time ago.
Yeah. It took quite a while to actually get done. And people that run record labels or work for record labels know about the giant, basically, backup that's at most of the vinyl plants in the United States.
Thanks, Beatles.
I don't know if it's the Beatles' fault. I'm not sure if it's the
Fucking
Beatles' fault this
Ringo.
time, but yeah, there's a huge backup. But that was just only one of the problems. We put this into production quite a while ago, and there were some hiccups along the way. This is kind of like, I don't know, do people care about this? This is like inside. It's like inside baseball, right?
I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
People-
I'd be interested in it.
Yeah, okay, so
I
we
think
put the
it's
record in
actually-
like quite a while ago, and we got the initial set of test presses back, and they sounded terrible. Like, we got them back, they sounded awful. They were initially cut at 33 RPM, and when we got them back, it literally sounded awful. It was like distorted, didn't sound good at all. So
For those of you playing at home who don't know, what's the difference between 45 and 33
Please
RPM for
explain,
7-inch? What are the
well, it's just
benefits?
that, it's how fast it turns, and the quicker. Typically, the 45 RPM is going to get a better sound quality because it rotates faster. You get a better sound out of it because
Cool.
it's just rotating faster. So it's going to hit the grooves more often, so you'll get a better sounding record.
All right.
So, we did it at 33 because it was a longer 7-inch. So typically, the longer it is, you have to do it at a slower speed. There's a whole science behind it. I'm not going to get into.
Plus, there's volume.
Yeah. There's a whole science behind it. I'm not going to get into the detail of that. But anyways, we got it. It sounded terrible, so we rejected it. We then said, let's try to do it at 45. Now, typically, it's a longer 7-inch, so you don't want to do over 6 minutes at 45 because it typically, the volume has to be decreased. But we tried it, and so we did this thing called like a reference lacquer, and that would allow you to before it actually the parts are made at the plant. They make this little lacquer, and you can listen to it before we actually make the final part. So
That reference lacquer, I get to keep, right?
no, that's 101. You do not get that.
Caleb, you forgot in introductions you're the resident test press keeper of all releases.
Yeah, you try to be, but
Oh, no, I am. Don't ask me for test presses.
All right, so keep going.
yeah. So we ran it at 45. It actually sounded a lot better. So we cut the volume a bit and ran it at 45, and it sounded a lot better. So we said, yeah, let's go for that. So the crazy thing is, we approved that lacquer. We go to make the parts. The plant runs it again at 33. It was like the same. It was the same test press. We're like, basically they took the old parts and just ran another test press of it. I think that's what happened. I'm assuming that's what happened, but I don't work there, so I don't really know. But I'm assuming that's what happened. So that had to get rejected. And every time we do this, it takes like weeks to get another one. So it's just so backed up. And anyways, we did it at 45. Finally got the correct version back and approved it. So that's great. So I don't know if you've seen the first, the packaging on it. It's very similar to the Volume 1.
Yeah.
So if you've seen that, it's very similar. But it has a kind of special fold out.
Who designed it?
Nick, yeah, I guess I should say that. Nick from Touche, who's in the band. If you don't know, he designs. I think he's designed every Touche record.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah, he's designed everyone.
He also did Sunbathers.
Yeah, he's done some pretty big stuff. So he's an awesome designer. He's fantastic. So he designed it. It looks pretty similar to and that's the theme. The theme of the record is the
Live series.
Exactly.
So from having all the woes with the 7-inch and stuff, how long do you think it took from the first time you had the test press to?
Oh my god! I think it was like that record should have been out in like I don't know,
summer,
probably the summer, maybe a little bit before the summer. It should have been out a long time ago.
Really?
So yeah, that's what happens when you have all these manufacturing errors and things like that. It just happens. Nothing you can really do about it.
What can go wrong?
Things can go wrong. But that's out now. It's awesome. It sounds great.
On Spotify?
It's everywhere. Yeah, totally. We have copies. We're shipping them out now. Or they've already been shipped out.
The colors look really great. The purple looks really, really cool.
I usually hate purple. The purple on this looks cool.
Yeah, it looks great.
Is it purple?
It's like a dark. No, it's like a darker.
It's a dark purple. It actually looks, if it's down on paper, like on a table. What happened?
We were arguing about a color earlier today.
Great.
Pink or purple?
The color wars.
Caleb's colorblind.
If you put the record down, if you put the record down on a table and like have the white sleeve behind it, actually looks black. Then you hold it up to the light, it looks purple.
Yeah, it came out
it's really cool.
I really like the way that it came out.
Nice. It's a royal purple.
I don't think that's the
Royalty.
official. I don't think that's the official color for it.
It is.
Grimace purple.
Yeah, I was gonna make that joke.
Grimace purple.
But yeah, it's really cool. It sounds great. Looks great. Top-notch release.
Top notch.
So, that's out now.
I can tell where the cuts are going to be.
That's out now. Go buy it. It's really cool. And let me tell you this too. They played really good on the record. Like I think it doesn't sound like a live.
I have something to say.
Yeah.
Like when this was on, Rich shares his iTunes. Sometimes we can hear some of the new releases before it comes out. And it must have been in maybe early summer. I'm gonna say June. It may not be June, but let's say June. I was playing these songs, and Chris and Caleb overheard it, and they thought it was Is Survived By. They didn't know that it was live.
I was like, Mark, really? You're playing it again?
Yeah, because I played it a lot. But regardless, they just were really surprised about how good it sounded, because it sounded like the record. That's how tight they're playing.
They're really good live. We just saw them
Yeah.
last week.
Ago.
Oh, yeah, it was this
Super
week.
tight.
It was this week.
Depending on when this goes up, if it goes up, if they're still playing with Rise Against, you should go and see it.
Oh my. Yeah.
Yes.
Because
All right, can we talk about Rise Against? You guys saw Rise Against.
I
Right?
was mesmerized.
yeah, they're great. I don't know any of their songs.
Yo,
really.
I was like, Mark, we're gonna watch a song and leave. I was just mesmerized.
Yeah,
just watching
they're really great at being like rock stars.
We watched like their whole set.
I've been to quite a few
They play a long
rock
time.
concerts. I would consider that a rock concert. That was a
Sure.
concert. That wasn't a show. That was
Yeah.
a concert, right?
They had smoke machines and
Yeah.
lights and
Yeah, that was.
They had moves. The
Was there
guitarist
a lot of people making out during the set? There was a lot of makeout sessions. Did you guys notice that?
I didn't notice
Staple of
that.
any
Rich.
concert experience.
Maybe I don't go to
I
enough.
didn't see that.
There were a few people making it. It was kind of.
I saw some push pitting on the balcony.
Oh my!
I don't know.
I saw a lot of broy fights.
Yes.
I don't know.
What a bro downs.
I don't know what happens when a Rise Against song gets played, but that gets the
Yeah,
guys and gals going.
I didn't see any makeout sessions.
Oh,
I saw like two, and I watched them for way too long.
I could
I was
have
just like, why are they doing that?
I could have sworn there was at least 5 makeout sessions in what we would.
Ours doesn't count though.
No.
You could say that.
You didn't really stay for Rise Against them.
No, I was there.
He was watching the.
No, all right. I've been watching a little bit
What's
of one.
this? Oh, hold on. Is this the cool guy hardcore section of the?
No,
podcast?
my friend works there, and we
was
watched a little
backstage.
bit of the Monday Night Football game going on. The Patriots were playing. Okay, just whatever. It was on, so I watched it. Whatever.
Yeah, no, by hardcore,
but
I got you. It's
though they were good, Rise Against was very good.
Yeah. The guitarist on...
I don't know many Rise Against songs, but I know a few.
Oh, what? Louder?
Isn't that the Lost Prophets?
I hope it's another song.
That is the Lost Prophets.
I hope it's not.
The guitarist on the right with he has no hair. I'm not gonna say he's bald, but he has no hair.
Well, what's the difference?
He was licking the air.
That sounds a little bit better. I
Mark,
think
he was licking the air towards you.
Yeah, he was licking the air towards me. He was kicking and just
The
like
lead
fucking
singer
owning it.
pointed at Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb didn't know what to do.
Here we go. I was a little scared.
Did you blush?
And I was laughing so
I
hard.
went in there trying to leave before Rise Against played. Rise Against started playing. I never wanted it to end.
I know. I loved it. I loved it.
Okay, so well, they converted a few of us. We're
Yeah.
now full. Mark, would you say you're a full-fledged Rise Against fan?
No,
He's been
because I
singing
I still haven't
all week.
listened to any of their records.
Okay.
Maybe
Well,
I should.
Maybe you could.
I have more incentive to.
You don't have to lie for the podcast. You've been listening to their whole discography all
Well,
week.
He owns a Rise
If the
Against
tourist-
shirt from Target now.
Does that happen?
I think one of my friends.
That's
owns it.
awesome.
All right. Well, I guess we can move on from the
If the
Rise.
tour's still going on, you
We
should
did have we
Rise
did
Against isn't
the show was awesome. It was
Touche's really good.
yeah, they're really good. We had a good time. Those dudes are awesome. They're great people, and
Yeah, super nice.
we like hanging out with them. So moving on to the next topic, I think we've talked about Touche plenty of time now. We can move on to the next topic. I'm gonna let maybe other guys take this topic, but Mark, why don't you talk about what's coming up soon? Well, hopefully soon.
Yeah. News came out on the interweb today or yesterday or recently.
I think it was in recent memory. Recent memory.
Yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Harm's Way from Chicago are recording a new full length for Deathwish to probably come out sometime 2015. I don't really know, but they're recording at the Blacktop, which is where? I don't know. Do you know?
I think it's in Chicago.
Yeah,
I think it's in Chicago. Yeah, it is.
Someone should look that up so we don't
where
regret
they
that later.
recorded their other albums.
Yeah, I assume.
Regardless, it's being recorded at the Blacktop. It's gonna get mixed at God City, so we know it's gonna sound great because everything God
that's a
City
good
does
combination.
sounds
That's a
great.
good combination.
And Harm's Way is a great band. They're really cool. I'm really excited to see where they go next. I think in the press
I'm glad-
release it said they're going to be more expansive.
I'm glad they're
and
doing a
everything.
full length.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bummed when they were just doing an EP.
you wanted more.
You want more? Yeah.
Blinded was
I think
great.
I would.
If no one's checked out Blinded or Harm's Way at all, last
Short and
year
sweet.
at some point we put out a EP called Blinded by Harm's Way, which we still have on CD, vinyl, digital, everything. You can get it. So that's great. I love Blinded. I loved the 7-inch, No Gods, No Masters, which was what Close to
Isolation
Casket.
was good.
Isolation's great.
That first
I can't
track on
believe
Isolation, if I listen to that, it gets me. I'm just like,
Yeah,
fuck.
it's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's how it goes?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure of the chord
Yeah.
progression
I just-
on that,
Yeah.
on that song.
If any of you guys ever need to know how the riff goes, just give me a call.
that intro, it's hard as fuck.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
great.
okay.
Yeah.
I can't get down with the cover art for the 7-inch.
Why?
Oh, that's a piggy, my friend.
Oh.
Caleb's has a pet pig.
All pigs must not die.
All right, well, it's cool to everyone else. And
I gotta go.
so Harm's Way, yeah, they're coming out with a new LP. I saw them. We saw them. Some of us. I can't remember who was there that day, but they played at Metal Fest in Worcester, New England Metal and Hardcore Fest. That was in April, and then I saw
This is
them
hardcore.
also play in Worcester on the Life and Death tour with a bunch of bands like Backtrack and
That was
Expire.
that
There was like 12
huge
bands in
show.
each show. It was really great. Yeah, Freedom played that show, which was great, and I think Rude Awakening's record release shows that day and everything. So they were awesome there, and then they had, I'd say, one of the best reactions at This Is Hardcore. There were bands that had bigger, I know, but there was a lot of kids in them at This Is Hardcore.
No, it was great.
So that was great, and
their singer jumps really high.
yeah,
He's a pretty
he jumps
athletic guy. I'd
super
say.
high.
I think he's in decent shape.
His only competition is spinner.
What?
No one's,
Oh, you guys don't
no
know
one's
the
gonna
spinner?
get that reference.
I don't care. You guys get it.
Okay, so there's this kid that moshes and he spins like
He spins really high.
really well.
He jumps so high, and we are all so impressed by him because we know that he just practices every day. He's so good. You've seen him. If you watch any 856 video, you know you're like, oh fuck, he does a quick spin and jumps up like an anime character.
This dude's in multiple videos.
Typically wearing like a Hawaiian shirt unbuttoned. He's like
Spinner.
ripped. He's Spinner. He's great. And
no
shouts out to Spinner. We don't know your name, but you're
I
awesome.
have no idea who he is. Anyways, well that's cool. I'm excited that Harm's Way is gonna put out another record. Excited to see what it sounds like and hear it. And it being done at God City is awesome too.
Yep.
Big fan of obviously all those recordings. So. And they just got an Instagram account.
Yeah.
So follow that, and I don't.
Do you know what the username is?
Now.
While Rich
Isn't
looks
it
it
Harm's
up.
Way Army?
Yeah, it is. Hold on. Yeah, it's Harm's Way 13. So
Harm's Way 13.
So
Follow that shit.
follow that on Instagram. They're gonna post like studio updates and things like that. So, psyched on that. So that's happening in 2015. We have actually another record coming out pretty soon. New Self-Defense 7-inch.
Yes. Yep. Comes
So
out October 14th.
let me
right?
say I'm the biggest fan of Self-Defense's Island series 7-inch. I think they're awesome.
Yep.
I think every single one is great. This one is especially good. I think the recording on it's like really good, good. It's recorded in Scotland as a part of the island.
Wait, who mastered it?
It's I don't want to talk about it.
Some guy.
Yeah.
Just,
His name's Rich Rossi. No big deal. Yes, I did the mastering. I didn't do the recording. I did the mastering.
What's the
on record.
studio?
So-
I know it's where
Oh man,
recorded.
I
Rich
can't.
DeBoss Ross recordings. And
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't remember.
I gotta look it up and
Well, they're shipping next week, right?
Yeah, so like it comes out October 14th. So if you put in a pre-order through the Deathwish store, it's gonna start shipping Tuesday, so October 7th. So
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know when this will even go up.
yeah. So you'll start getting your 7
we
inches
generally
and
like to ship
t-shirts.
things
A week ahead.
a week.
Yeah, so everyone has it by the street date. That's the goal. If you have any complaints, feel free to email Caleb. Orders at deathwishinc.com.
Yep. Or he really loves phone calls. So
Yeah,
call the Deathwish phone.
No, emails really quicker.
Or maybe it's not a complaint. Maybe they wanted to say something really nice.
You know,
about
that
you.
would be nice. That doesn't
Caleb
happen very
loves
often.
when you say something really nice about him.
It doesn't need to be about me.
Well, what?
Yes, it does.
Just something nice about Deathwish and
Yeah.
Okay, well, say nice things about Deathwish.
That happen. It happens once in a while.
That's good.
Shout out to Greg.
But anyways, yeah.
Greg
Shout out to Greg Cabral. You're the man. Always ordering from us. Always calling.
Yeah.
I'm always tired in the morning. You give that soothing voice to just calm me down.
The velvety voice.
One
It's
man
great.
street team.
We do have a
I
lot
sound
of
sarcastic, but I really appreciate you, Greg.
we do have a lot of repeat customers, which is really nice. So
Yeah.
thanks for always ordering from us. It's
But
really nice.
self-defense. So I don't know about you guys. I absolutely love every single decision they make because they
yes.
truly do not give a fuck and they do whatever they want. And I wish more bands would do that because they specifically sometimes I think write songs to alienate people. But it just to me it just gets more and more interesting. And that's what's always exciting. You don't want someone writing the same thing over and over again. They're doing duets records and they're doing Patrick's writing comic books with Ghostface Killer. Didn't that happen? I think that happened, right?
I know
Yeah,
he's
it
writing
did
comic
happen. Okay,
books.
that did
I don't know
happen.
about the Ghostface Killer.
And
That is true.
and you know, it's just cool. They're doing concept records about
Can we-
porn stars and we're-
Mary's Mai Tai.
Yeah.
Mai Tai. How do I pronounce that?
I think
Tough as nails.
I think I was looking at like the release upcoming releases and some of these aren't announced yet, so I don't want to say anything, but I think Self-Defense had 4 of the whatever the upcoming releases are.
Yeah. And
They're
that's
always
not
putting
even-
out records.
Can we talk about the next thing they're doing?
I don't know.
It says that on the
Yeah,
notes.
it's been announced.
We
I-
can delete it.
I don't.
It says it on the. It says the LP.
Oh, the LP. Yeah. We could. That's
Studio
already.
tour?
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So
I love that.
It's
So,
so good.
who wants to talk with Casey? I think Casey should talk about that. Casey is
I love
a Self-Defense family super fan. I'm gonna say that right now.
would
I'm
argue-
friends with them.
I would argue he's part of the family.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever. No, I haven't contributed anything musically. Though I am in a band with Benny.
There you
Oh,
go.
prison
So
buddy.
you're part of the.
So-
You're like a cousin.
I'm a cousin. I'm a distant cousin.
Self-Defense cousin.
But no, I've heard all of the songs recorded for it except for the last two that were
cool guy
recorded.
over here.
Do you-
I've already
do you
heard
know-
the record.
And it's really good.
Do you know the studios off the top of your head?
Yes.
There you go.
Wow.
List them out.
The first one they recorded at God City with Kurt Ballou, which I'm sure most people are familiar with.
This was all in a week, right?
In a weekend, yeah.
Cool.
Weekend?
Okay.
Well, like-
No. They did them like a couple days at each studio, right?
No.
Oh.
They were at God City on Friday, then they went to Dead Air in Western Massachusetts on Saturday, and then they went to some place called like Sound Lab, I think, and then the fourth one I don't remember, but it's where the National recorded their newest album.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Doesn't Patrick write all of his lyrics
On the spot?
Yeah, it was pretty. I was there for the God
That's-
City session,
that's
and it was
nuts.
pretty funny watching that whole thing come to fruition, and watching Benny get frustrated at Patrick. But,
Why? Because of the lyrics? Or?
Well, I don't know. It takes a lot of
Just-
coaching, I think, to get the vocals just the way they are, since everything's kind of getting figured out on the spot. So I don't know.
Sounds pretty stressful.
It was. I don't know. There's a dog there.
Dogs are cool.
So
Kurt's
that's
dog.
always
Only-
Shout out
only
to Kurt's
one?
dog.
Yeah.
Is it the
It's
little
a-
guy?
There might be two. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think.
Cool. So that's we don't even know when that's coming out yet. It's
No idea.
2015. I guess we're just 2015.
I think those are my favorite self-defense family songs that I've heard, though, and they were playing them live. So if anyone has seen them play recently at Deathwish Fest or the Modern Life is War tour, I think they were playing one or two songs from that.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of them live, if you have a chance to see Self-Defense live, you should. Because it's a truly unique experience every time. Because Patrick's going to say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yep.
And they're going to play whatever they want, and it's going to be awesome.
It's kind of like Bam Margera, just does whatever.
It's exactly like that.
Oh, man.
And
That's an awful comparison.
I don't know how people
But
feel about
awesome.
it, but sometimes there's more Patrick Kinlan banter than there is music.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Like I don't even.
the last two times I saw them, they got their set
think they
cut
played-
short.
Bloodfest, I think they played 2 songs.
Yeah,
in
they
Michigan.
played 2 songs.
Yeah, I think at Deathwish Fest they played like 3,
He did-
maybe 4. I don't remember off the top
His
of my head.
banter is worth the ticket price. I
It
feel.
is.
I think he should do stand-up.
Well,
I think he should. I think
well, or
he'd be
maybe
great
he
at
should
stand-up.
be like more like Rollins, do like just like
Oh, God.
spoken word or something.
Here's an idea. He should be doing this podcast instead of us.
I mean, we will.
There you go, self-deprecating Caleb.
Yeah.
Everyone feels uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
I'll leave.
He does. Let me say, dude, the podcast that Patrick and Jeremy have done are really good.
Oh,
They're
awesome.
very
Yeah.
entertaining.
Yes.
What's the name of the
Patrick's a very good
What's the name of
podcaster.
Patrick's podcast where they talk about movies?
Oh,
Bailcast.
shit.
Bailcast.
Bailcast. I
Christian
listened to
Bale
them all
movies.
in a week.
Yeah, Caleb was like OGing on Bailcast. Everyone should check out Bailcast. It's on iTunes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
On iTunes.
Or-
It is.
Yeah. Google
Cool.
it.
Cool. Well, so yeah, that's self-defense indoor wind chimes backed
Cottaging.
with cottaging is coming out
Casey,
on the
which one's the
14th.
song I
2
like?
colors still left. I think it's blue and red are still available.
Yeah, there's like a couple colors still left.
So that's pretty cool.
So yeah, go and buy that. It's really good. I really like all those 7-inches that they've done. You can get that along with the 4 million other records that they have out
Yeah.
at our store because I don't know. I feel like we're like the only place that has like
A lot
we
of them.
have
every self-defense
Yeah.
record. Like I think we
Yeah.
try to get every single one
I
right
think
away.
We do
You know.
have all. of
There
them.
are a lot of them that are out of press right now. I think.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
hard to
anything that's available.
Most
we
of what's
have.
available, yeah.
yeah. So
We have an exclusive color of the duets.
I think it's
record
sold
that
out.
just came out.
I think it's
all
sold
gone.
out.
It's sold out.
It's
It's all
sold
gone.
out.
I think we should
The
be.
kids love it.
We should be restocking it soon, though.
We're gonna get another
I-
color. Yeah, we won't have that other
I
color back.
emailed the guy 20 minutes ago.
All right, sick,
About it.
Awesome.
sick. And
There you go. Do
Patrick
it.
just emailed me and said that he wanted a 100 Demon sweatshirt. So
Awesome.
Good taste, considering I'm wearing one. Right now.
yeah, so I'm gonna send him one after the podcast. He'll be very delighted. Cool. So yeah, go get that. It's really cool. Couple. I guess. Oh, we should talk about this. You guys were at This Is Hardcore, so you have. I wasn't there.
That was a fun time.
Yeah.
You barely got to This Is Hardcore. So I guess we. All right. That was a bad experience, huh?
It was rough.
It was rough.
Do you
This
want to
year
just
was
give?
rough.
All right. Before
Last
we get
year-
into this,
last year was amazing. This year was also amazing, but rough.
before we get into this, do you guys want to talk about that for a
Yeah,
little
I don't
bit?
care.
Sure.
We can.
All right,
So, go ahead.
I borrowed the van that we used to get down from my friend's band, My Fictions, and they
Are you no longer friends with them now?
no.
Oh, okay.
I'm good friends with them, and they're my band, also bandmates in another band. But I had used the van recently to tour with another band, and it was fine, and it was running okay. And then, so I figured renting it for This Is Hardcore, wouldn't be a big deal. It'd run fine, get us to Philadelphia and back. And we drove there, and I think we were maybe a half an hour away from the Electric
we were in New
Factory.
Jersey.
Yeah.
We were in New Jersey on the highway, and I started to smell something burning, and so I asked Caleb, if he also smelled it.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask Caleb if it was him.
Yeah, I was like, Caleb. No, and I smelled something burning, and I asked Caleb what it was, or if he smelled it, and he said yes. Then we pulled over to a rest stop, and we checked, and there was a big oil leak, and then a scary dude with a giant scar on his face who worked at a rest stop gas station, was going to try to repair our car. And then he recommended us some racist mechanic in Philadelphia or something.
A little bit of sexism too.
Yeah, that was
for good measure.
It was a trip, but it was probably 3 or 4 hours to repair the van, which then ultimately just broke down in the parking lot of the.
And is it true? Is it true that the van was completely blocking everything and you ruined everything?
Yep.
For This Is Hardcore.
Yeah.
Yes, we blocked a bunch of people in.
Yep.
We
Yes.
parked. We dealt with it for 3.5, 4 hours, waiting for the van to get repaired, and we finally got there very late. The first band was playing while we're loading in, and this is before we found out that it was dead. And as we're loading in through crowds of people with big boxes, I walk back to the van and I look. And I see what we brought inside, and I see what's in the van.
Don't.
Oh my god, this. Alright. I know you're going to talk about next.
Should we not bring this up?
No, totally. We should totally bring this up.
Fucking A.
Because.
It's
oh my
funny.
god. So, I was the only one here on Friday because everyone went to This Hardcore. I think everybody in the office went. Literally. Because even Jake was there because his Converge was playing.
Yeah.
And, everyone was there. I think I was the only one here in the office. I get a call from Caleb. I'm just dude. He was I could tell. He was wicked bummed out.
Something was.
And he's just
Little did we know, we paced around for a half hour wondering if we should call you or not. We were so
it's
nervous.
dude,
Disappointed.
we forgot the
Dad.
LPs. I'm just what, you forgot a box of, you forgot some LPs? No, we forgot all of the LPs. What do you mean, all of
Or
the
Deathwish.
LPs? You mean, every single LP? Yeah, we forgot to bring them. And I was just are you fucking kidding me?
We had distro LPs. But
They forgot the
No
Deathwish
titles.
LPs. And, this is, I was pretty disappointed, I'm not gonna be honest. I mean, I'm not I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you were disappointed. We were.
I know, you guys were bummed out, the van, but it was a bad day, obviously. But we figured it out, we got, the records got there, we figured it
Well,
out.
I will say this: we decided to leave overnight, and
Yep.
so
Deathwish
yeah,
Fest.
Deathwish
Oh yeah,
Fest was
because
the night
Deathwish
before.
Fest happened.
2 nights
So-
before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
the
a
2
row.
nights before This Is Hardcore were Deathwish Fest in the Middle East, and I actually went back to Worcester where I live, and they were gonna pick me up on the way, and they came back here to pack the van. So I can't. No one's really to blame because we didn't sleep for a few days.
Okay,
and
I'm
we're
prou-
packing the
I'm
van
proud
at
to
2
say-
a.m.
I could think of someone to blame.
I'm proud to say.
Who's that?
All of you.
Great.
I hit my record for hours awake in a row.
Me too.
I'm just gonna say
48.
this.
48.
Caleb
Yep.
showed up at my house at 6 a.m. wearing a Cold World flat brim, screaming out the window, "My life, my life, my life, my life!" It was fucking 6 a.m. I'm sleeping, and he's "Yo!"
Mark was so grumpy. He hadn't slept all night. Neither had we. But I was
Fussy
driving,
boy.
so I was wired. We got to your house, and I was on.
To paint a picture for you guys, hats don't fit on Caleb's head.
Oh yeah.
Come on!
Caleb has an abnormal sized head. It's
Great.
really
Good.
big. None of the hats that we sell fit him. They
You guys.
They look like I'm sorry. What do Jewish people wear? Yarmulke. Yeah, they look like yarmulkes on his head.
We're gonna edit
He
it.
can't.
Yeah, sure.
He can't even fit. They just don't fit.
Yeah, well, my mom
Have you-
says it's because I have so many brains.
Have you always known that you've had a abnormally sized head, Or is this just have we just kind of hit a sore spot with you?
So the van broke down. Big shout out to Paul, Eric, and Les.
Yeah.
Big shout out.
Who are they?
Eric owns Creep Records.
Cool.
Paul works with Eric with multiple things, and then Les is the mechanic they put me in touch with.
Oh, nice.
Huge shout out. He set us up. He hooked us up for free. Got us home. I gave him some shirts. All's well.
Awesome.
And then the van broke down again here, right, Casey?
Eventually, when My Fictions was using it. Also, shout out Brian Izzy for bringing the vinyl to us.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so that's awesome. So everything worked out fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was pretty funny and depressing at the same time.
Wasn't
so why were we? Oh yeah.
Finest moment.
The reason why we brought up this hardcore is because today, the Cold World video from that got released. That was really good, by the way.
Yeah,
I didn't get to see the set, so
people went nuts for that.
It was one of the best.
They got a good
sets
reaction.
Easily
by far.
bigger than any other band. Other
That
than
was awesome.
They didn't headline.
Yeah, they didn't even. I think that
Blacklisted and Title Fight still had to play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's awesome. So
It's crazy.
that's a great. The show looked awesome. Every time I've seen Cold World, it's been crazy. I remember I haven't seen them in quite a while. They don't play too often.
Yep.
So I don't,
I basically see them at this hardcore.
Yeah. Probably me too. But I remember seeing them at the first Sound and Fury. I think it was 2007, and it was awesome. I remember that that set was one of my favorites. It was just an awesome set. It was crazy. But this one was really good too. Hate 56 released the video today.
Can we say how awesome
hold on.
6 is?
Yeah, Hate 56 is really awesome.
Holy shit.
But I heard someone did a stage dive during the Cold World.
He spent 20 minutes on the clock. I might add.
Okay.
looking for his own stage dive. He couldn't find it.
First off, lunch break. Second of all, the set was 20 minutes, so I watched the set.
On your lunch break.
Third of all,
On your
you
lunch
can't.
break.
You can't see me.
He can't see. He thinks it was around the part when George comes in.
No, it was.
Still
I
here
just,
after all
you know.
these years.
Now, Caleb, do you typically stage dive during shows or?
Not typically.
No.
No. So this the Cold World set got you really going. You needed to do a stage dive.
My life.
Got 'em all hot
my
and
life.
Caleb was hooked on Cold World because
Of the hat.
How the Gods Chill came out a week or two after.
Yeah.
When did it come out?
Yeah, it was around that time.
So we were Cold Worlding it up all the time. He was listening to How the Gods Chill on repeat.
Our world was freezing.
Yeah, I was chilling.
Cold World they were a buzz at This Is Hardcore. They had
they had that exclusive color.
They had
too.
exclusive
Dude, the
color.
line.
There was a line around all the tents, and then we heard of a kid who was asking us if we could he wanted to mosh for some band. He was like, can I leave my stuff
That happens
at
a
your
lot,
table,
yeah.
right? And we were like, okay,
Sure.
cool. And he's like, yeah, I just gotta leave my How the Gods Chill up here because my friend left it with his coat, went to get a drink, and someone stole it. So
Yeah.
people were on the hunt for these records.
nuts.
Did before Caleb did the stage dive, did he ask anyone to hold his wallet or his phone?
Glasses.
Oh, okay, his glasses, right.
Dude,
So who
I got it.
held
Once
on to
he
his
took the
stuff?
glasses off, we knew that he was going for the stage.
Everyone's going to think that Caleb is the ugliest person.
Yeah.
Big head, glasses.
He basically looks like Sloth.
Caleb is a very handsome.
No. He's
and
yeah.
Caleb's a great guy.
very
fine gentleman.
I liked it more when you made
Find
it fun
him.
of me.
You can look him up on the internet or something.
Yeah.
Caleb
Facebook or
Gowett,
something.
Gowett.
Oh my
Yeah. Give him a look up. Tinder him.
I don't. Jesus Christ,
Okay,
Rich.
I've
I don't
never-
think
alright.
you can look up people on
You
Tinder.
can't.
I literally have no clue how Tinder
That's
works.
good, dude.
I know Casey knows how it works.
Dude, you almost got found, man. If you knew.
I have no clue how it works.
I know how it works. I've
What
used it
he knows.
a fair amount.
Your Tinder hard.
Yo, you should be tech support.
I haven't been using it for a little bit now.
Why?
But
Doesn't need it.
I honestly just got sick of the transparency of people knowing that I existed. I don't know. It was kind of weird. But
Did you have a bad Tinder experience?
I have had bad Tinder experiences.
You want to talk about
Is this
it?
podcast appropriate?
No.
Well, you're saying
That's all that's gonna be said.
Okay, alright.
too many details.
Tinder is a nice app that I've used before. And Caleb, I don't think
No,
you can
don't.
find him on it right now. I don't know.
Nope.
So you've had successful Tinder experiences.
I've dated girls off of Tinder. I have slept with some of those girls. They have been very nice, and I appreciate all of their company and
Oh my god!
their nicety.
Can you open a window?
Please stop.
Chills.
Please stop.
You're digging
I'm
so
digging
deep.
such a hole, and I'm never going to listen to this because I will die.
Yeah,
if I hear this.
All right. Well, okay. All right. Moving.
Pretty nice company.
You have to edit that out, or
Yeah.
I'm going to jump out a window.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
you- that's done.
We'll
We
talk
can't do
about
that.
Tinder later. I'll bring it up on the next podcast. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So the cold world. We're talking about
Cold World.
I didn't
Okay,
get to
so
Tinder.
How did I-
So, how many
don't
did we
even know.
press of the band copy?
300-ish. Yeah.
I gave Alex 300, and he was mortified. He's like, "We're not going to sell all these." And
They were late too. They got there at like 1 o'clock.
yeah, there was kids were waiting for 2 hours. They were gone in a day. All 300.
They were gone like before their set even started.
Yeah,
at
it
like
was
8
it
o'clock.
was awesome.
They sold 300 records in like 7 hours,
Yeah.
and they brought like 3 shirts. Those are all gone too.
Yep.
But anyways,
Cold World shirts.
the record's really good. How the
Great.
Gods Chill is available now.
Mark's like a walking advertisement on
Well,
the
I'm just
you're
US sales
good.
over
You're
here.
good.
What?
Yeah, he's always trying to push sales. He's the head of U.S.
Lead systems operator.
US sales.
U.S. sales.
Well,
So get-
US direct sales.
Here's the thing: if I don't do store, maybe someone that works at a store
Yeah.
listeners,
If you
hit us up.
Hopefully-
Distro at deathwishinc.com.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
We'll
We've
sell
got-
you some records.
we've got like 2,000 records available.
I think we have more than that.
Yeah, well,
Definitely.
that's still a lot. We have a lot of records.
We have a
available
lot of
from
records.
wholesale.
Go to
So,
deathwishdirect.com. Buy
yeah,
some
you can
records
stock
for your store. All right, cool.
Said them at the same time. Every
We just said that we fucked that up real bad.
It's alright.
Yeah.
There's always
We're
next
terrible
week.
sales
There's always
people.
next week, right?
All right, yeah, totally. All right, so that's cool. Yeah, so Cold World, this hardcore, that was great. Everything, the set was awesome. Their new record came out. Everyone likes new records.
All
right?
Deathwish related bands killed it. It was great.
Cool.
That Code Orange set was insane.
That one too. Yes, I mean we should probably bring that up.
The
I know
Hate
it's,
5
that
6
came out
video
a
was
little bit
also-
before that, but
Cold Orange
Jesus
set's
Christ.
awesome. Blacklisted.
people
Yep.
when that was like put up on
That was
the
insane.
internets.
That was insane.
It was also
peop-
perfect timing.
Yeah, it was, and people were like floored by it. Like they were like, "Holy shit! Like this is crazy! Like this is the craziest thing ever." It was a real good set. You know what really makes these live sets is like
Soundboard
the sound is like
Flags.
really good.
Oh.
The flags.
They had a flag.
yeah, they did. They had a hype man.
Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was totally good. Yeah, their set was real good. Their set was real good.
I think that's the best.
This is
time I've ever
hardcore.
seen it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we weren't watching because that was the beginning of the first day, and like
was
before,
when the
we were
van
still
broke.
scrambling.
Oh, you guys missed
Yeah,
the
I
set.
think we're
You guys
still
didn't-
setting
We were
up.
unpacking the
Yo,
table, and they're playing.
We were set to be there hours early. We were good. Van broke down, and then we were setting up while they were playing.
I think Mark was like screaming at a wall.
Mark
Just kidding.
is
I
very
really
nervous.
was.
Mark is very nervous.
I wanted to cry.
Mark likes to ask me questions a lot.
Do you want me to do them wrong? You want me to do things wrong?
See, okay, so
Honestly,
the
fuck you.
way things work around here, you're supposed to do stuff, but if you don't know how to do it, you're not
You're an
allowed to
idiot.
ask questions.
And then if you
either.
do it wrong, you're an idiot.
Exactly, and then when
so-
if you screw anything up, it's
I feel like that's an attack on me. I feel like it's
oh, am I attacking you?
Rich
I would
Tim
never.
Rich channels Tim Gunn by saying,
make it work.
"There we go."
That was so perfect.
So, yes,
I feel like we're pretty off
we
topic.
can stay away from attacking Rich for the rest of the podcast. Okay.
Yo, you threw down. You
Rich is a
made fun of my
made
head, my glasses.
He's Italian.
Well,
You can't.
So- Oh, Mark is the host now. Mark is taking over. I thought I was the host.
Do you want to sit there, Mark?
No, I feel like I need to rein you guys in sometimes.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
Edit that out.
I know we wanted to talk about the Deathwish store has a huge selection of distributed titles, like basically titles that we didn't put out, not non-Deathwish titles.
Exactly, our record store essentially.
Yeah. So we have a ton of records, and we wanted to we get new ones every week. So if you didn't know, you should go to our store and look at the new
We
records.
get new
that we
ones
get.
every day.
You post-
Yeah, every day we
post
get
on
them.
Facebook, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so we wanted to
Yeah, we
talk
do.
a little bit about some of the new records that are coming out. Since Casey's does the buying and Caleb does the putting records on the storing. You guys should be the ones that talk about it. So
Sure.
Cool.
go ahead.
Well, first I wanted to highlight a few of the labels that we've gotten a lot of records in recently from recently. Whatever.
recently.
You can fuck with that.
I'm with you.
I'll fuck with it later.
So
Oh fuck.
recently, the record label Clean Plate Records, which if you're not familiar, it's run by Will Killingsworth, who runs Dead Air Studios, and he's in a number of cool bands like
So
Orchid, Ampere, Failures. But his label has been dormant for a while, and then they just recently reactivated, and he put out a vinyl pressing of the Orchid Totality record, which I believe is a discography of all the releases that Orchid has done in the past.
Mhm.
It's a cool record. It's a cool band. And then a new release of the Ritual Mess Vile Art 12-inch, which is essentially Orchid. It has the same vocalist. Will is in it. I think one other member is from Orchid, and then there's one other dude who I don't know. But that's pretty cool, and there's also their self-titled 7-inch, which we have. And then, lastly, from Clean Plate, we got in the No Faith Deadweight 7-inch, which is this, like, really noisy, like,
Yeah.
power violence.
Yeah, the No Faith 7-inch is sick.
Yeah. Will is also in that. Basically, Will is in every band that's ever existed. But those are all really cool releases that I'd recommend checking out if you're into anything resembling aggressive music. Then we also got some tapes in from Flophouse, which is a...
We can't keep
They sell it real quick,
we
huh?
can't keep the tapes on our tape shelf.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a label run by Nick from Coke Bust. Super, super nice dude. He gave us cassettes from Collusion, which is a demo from Collusion, which is a new band featuring members of Coke Bust. Really cool, like, hardcore band. You know the drill. And then Complot, Government
Members-
Flu, which is this band from Poland. I actually saw them play over the summer in Boston. I think it was like at MIT or something, but they were really, really good. We have the cassette version of their 12-inch called Tension. I believe this is the only U.S. pressing of that record. And then Public Suicide tape and Red Death tape, which is this cool, like, metallic hardcore band. Also, Nick is in that band. Some other DC people are in that band. I think Grave Mistake is putting an LP out from them coming soon. Pretty cool. And then we also got some stuff from Bad Teeth Recordings, which I think Caleb can talk a little bit more about.
I love Bad Teeth. I'm a fanboy.
Super fan.
The latest release, Genocide Pack, just came out. It's pretty cool. It's something different. Bad Teeth usually does a lot of like power violence, like punk stuff, but Genocide Pack's kind of got like a metal vibe to it. It's really good. The production on it is insane. It doesn't sound like normal instruments. It's sick. I love it. We also got restocks. We always keep his stuff in stock for the most part when he represses stuff. So we have Spine Subhuman 7-inch. The split they did with Repos. The Dre's self-titled 7-inch, which local guys around here, they're awesome. Sex Prisoner State Property 7-inch, and the compilation he did, Wake Up Dead Volume 1, which is, who's on that, Casey? It's Curmudgeon.
Oh
I
God,
think Sex Prisoner.
I really don't know.
I forget.
Let
now.
me look it up.
It's fine. Look it up. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All things Bad Teeth. You can trust.
We got the new Earth Primitive and Deadly double 12-inch from Southern Lord. It's an interesting release. I really like Earth as a band. I think on this record is the first appearance of vocals, with the exception of, I think, their earlier stuff.
Yeah.
But
First time with vocals in a while.
it's really cool. It's worth checking out if you like anything like droney.
With a Western vibe.
Yeah. Then we got the Glue 7-inch, which is this really popular band right now
Casey
from
loves
Texas.
Glue.
They're cool. It has like really snotty vocals, mean riffs. They're pretty cool.
You love to say
I don't.
snotty
What does that
vocals.
even? What does that mean?
like
Snotty
like
vocals.
Piss Jeans, or like
Yeah,
like
or
it's
like-
just, or like Ludax even.
I like to think of ceremony.
I don't get it.
Older ceremony.
Like snotty, like
You know, like a little like snotty
does it
kid.
sound like they have a
"Ee."
cold?
No, okay, not like literally snotty. Like you
Not
never
like-
called like a brat like a snotty kid.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Okay.
That's weird.
All right.
Okay, sure. Moving on.
Then we got the new Occult Karate record, Night Jerks.
Oh, you skipped one. I noticed you just skipped one list.
Oh, we don't want to skip host.
Alright, I thought you wanted me to paraphrase, so I skipped that one.
I'll talk about host.
Okay, I'll talk about hosts. And we got the
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I wanted to
Why are you going to talk about host? Because you were in the band.
We have a new record from the band Host, which is a band I play.
Wait, why are you saying the band? You're in the band.
Well, they broke
Jesus
up.
Christ.
Well, you were in the band.
I wasn't. Alright.
That's weird. You're talking about them as like a different entity.
Okay, let me rephrase. Actually, I don't want to do that.
You're in the band Host. Oh, you were in the band Host when they were.
Yes, I played guitar on the record for this band Host. That's a weird way to say it too. Let's move on.
Well, you broke up before the record even came out.
We did.
And it came out afterwards.
Yeah.
So now we have it.
Now
You recorded it
Let
and
me-
we broke up.
It
Let
looks
me
great.
restart.
Sounds great.
Hold on. Let me restart.
He's restarting. Okay,
Is
ready?
that a restart?
I'll edit this.
You're not going to edit
I'm
anything.
not going to edit
It's
it.
fine.
We have a record from Host, which is a band that I'm in. It's this. All right, you guys were laughing. Let me start. Do you want to just
do it
move
again.
on?
Do it again.
Okay.
The Host record is in our store. You can buy it. Casey, the blonde bombshell of Deathwish Inc. He was in the band.
It's a good looking boy.
I play guitar in the band.
He played guitar on the
We
record
broke
too.
up.
Yep.
Our
Did
vocalist
you-
got
did
married
you
and moved to
sometimes
Mexico.
do voice?
Okay, well that's a good reason to break up, I guess. So, you can buy that.
Yeah, it's good. It's cool, like D-beat band.
Is this like a
Kiss Your
one-time
Mom.
sort of pressing thing? Do you
Yeah,
think, or
it was
so?
only 150. I
That's
think.
it.
That was a really
Yeah.
small press.
It's only
run
150 made.
for an LP.
Yeah, and
Alright.
that's it. It's never
So
going to be
I guess if you
repressed.
want one, you better get it now,
Yeah.
or you'll never.
We
get
only
one.
have like 13 left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then you better hurry up then.
Yeah,
we
it's
had
cool.
15 in, so that means
The kids are loving it.
Two happy
You
customers.
you
Casey.
could you guys could have
Oh,
made it.
you wait till we get to your band, Caleb.
No.
All right, cool.
We also
moving.
got the new Occulta Karate LP in Night Jerks from Fiskus. I can't pronounce that. That's
Fissisk.
one. Fissisk
Fissisk.
Sound.
That sounds
From
great.
and Occulta Karate is a band from Norway. It's a dark hardcore band. They toured with Converge. They're really good.
Yeah.
Their new record, I think, is a little more like rocky, but
It's slower.
cool.
It's like mid-tempo stuff. It's cool though.
Yeah.
It's still dark.
Worth
For
checking
whatever
out.
that's worth.
And we got the new Paul Bearer record in. Rich is
I love the Paul Bear record.
yeah.
It's awesome.
Foundations of Burden.
Rich loves Paul Bear.
I blast it pretty hard, right? Yeah.
I still haven't listened to the new one. Their
You
last.
ever listen to it?
No,
Record?
not-
It's so good.
I'm sure
it's
it
so
is.
good.
I love their last one.
Every time I listen to it like really, really loud, and I just like get into it.
Yo,
Hell
who-
yeah.
we
I
saw
put
them. Who
I
did
put
we
on my candle warmer, make sure I get a nice scent going in the office, and I just crank up Paul Bear, and I'm
How
into
about
it.
when we saw them with Death Heaven?
That was good. They played the
Uh-huh.
Sinclair. Yeah, I was into it.
Sinclair sounds great.
Sinclair's an awesome venue.
Yeah.
Sinclair, I think it's my favorite venue. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is my favorite venue in Boston or Boston area. It's technically in Cambridge.
Sinclair.
Shout out to Sinclair. Yeah, they're really cool. I heard they. I'm not in a band, but I heard they're really cool to all the bands that play there. So,
Awesome.
they're really cool. Shout out to Sinclair. Go there to a show.
Go to the boiler room.
Hang out. Yeah. Do you guys want to mention a couple more? Before?
Yeah.
We're almost done, actually.
All right.
We might as
all
well
right.
just finish at this point.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the listeners have fallen asleep by now.
They probably have, but these are new releases and they're staff picks, right? Check out the staff picks section. I keep it updated. It's cool.
I don't really think anyone cares about.
I know they don't.
I'm pretty sure they don't care about our picks.
There's some cool local stuff in there.
All right.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
Yeah, let's do a couple more and we'll move on.
Casey, please tell us your story about This Will Destroy You.
All right. Well, we have the new album from This Will Destroy You called Another Language. It's a double LP. Suicide Squeeze released it.
This is like a, I'm not sure what exactly too, but it's a special color. It's the bronze.
Limited
pressing.
color.
Yeah.
Yeah. The record is actually really, really beautiful. I think it has like an embossed artwork as well on it. What is that called when it's like kind of raised? Not embossed.
I think embossed. Yeah.
Is it?
Well,
No, not die cut. It's embossed.
I should
think.
probably know since I do all the production here. Huh? I should
Yeah.
probably know that answer. I don't know off the top of my head what it's. I mean, I'm assuming that it's embossed, but I feel like embossed when it goes in.
Well,
Maybe.
you'd have to see.
I don't know.
It's a beautiful record.
Ask Jake.
It looks great.
Beautiful record. Beautiful band. I was gonna share a story
I've been
though.
dying
but
to
it's
hear
not
this story
coming.
all day.
All right. Well.
You have to tell it.
Yeah, you were hyping up this story before the podcast,
All right.
so you just have
It's
to.
really not that good of a story, but I was gonna say that this is a story They're one of my favorite bands. I love the music that they make. Really like beautiful post rock, kind of like droney music. And when I had my first girlfriend, and I was in like high school.
This was last week, right?
Yeah, last week when I was in high school last week. I think it was like my sophomore year of high school, and like we broke up. And I put on This Will Destroy You, and it was the song Burial on the Presidio Banks, and I was bawling my eyes out.
Wait, in front of the girl?
Casey,
No, I was
love you.
alone. I was alone, just like, basking in self-hatred.
I love you. If I could just take your pain and just feel it for you, I would.
There we go.
That's awkward.
That's that. But that's my story.
I thought it was going to be a much better story than that.
It's not that great. I guess it just goes to show that they're a beautiful band who can really evoke true emotion.
I don't know why you said it, but
you
yes,
just said true emotion.
they're legitimately great. A lot of post-rock stuff can be pretty boring, but they pull it off.
Then we had a new record from Nothing, or the repress of their record Downward Years to Come on A389. Has new artwork, which is an inverted version of the original artwork.
Some B-sides.
Some B-sides. Is that the acoustic version of Breaking and Entering?
Oof, I don't know if it's
acoustic version of something.
I think it's Breaking and Entering.
And then there's also a couple new songs.
But yeah, there's some unreleased stuff on there, so it's not quite a new release, but it is.
A reissue sort of thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, something.
I believe we have their new record, Guilty of Everything, as well, which is worth checking out.
Which is great.
We have an LP from The Flex, Wild Stabs in the Dark, which is this really cool hardcore band from the United Kingdom. They're worth checking out. You can edit out how many times I've said
they came through the
that.
States pretty recently, right?
With Violent Reaction, they were on tour. They have a new record, I believe, coming out on Lockin' Out. I'm gathering that from the very ominous picture that they posted on their Facebook with the Lockin' Out logo and
You
no
wouldn't say.
information along with it, so I can assume that they're putting a record out with Lockin' Out. We got a cassette from Suffer on Acid, which is Caleb's band.
That features Caleb Gowett on the mean drums.
Yeah, plays drums in it.
Good stuff.
He's a very good drummer, and he will never admit it.
Except when he drops the sticks.
Except when he drops his sticks.
The record's really good, and you should listen to it.
And he claims he could play any Deathwish band's record.
Okay,
okay, hold on.
You were saving this.
So, no lie, I think I'm pretty sure I was listening to a Converge record one day. I don't remember exactly which one.
BBC.
Yes, it was. I was listening. Maybe it was the test. Maybe it was the test press.
It was the test press.
Caleb comes in, sits on my couch, and starts air drumming everything perfectly. It's like I was.
What's up, Jake?
It's like I was like sitting in front of the drums.
I hope Jake does not listen to this point.
Well, he's gonna have to approve it.
Oh no!
So Caleb knew everything. Like he was perfect. Yes. So I'm just assuming, and this is just an assumption. Caleb goes home and plays drums. Like, you know those YouTube videos where you see drummers played the album? I'm pretty sure Caleb has done that multiple times.
Dude, I did when I play drums. It's fun.
I can play just about all of the
discography.
Comes out. All right.
You can play the discography.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, okay. All We Love.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
I've never practiced any of those songs.
If they ever need a backup drummer, you're available.
That's only what he dreams about every night.
Hey,
God. Ben, he broke his arm. Does anyone happen to know our whole set? He just slowly raises his hand. I've been working my entire life for this moment.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, what the hell were we talking about?
Suffer on Acid.
Okay, a couple more.
There's two different covers. It's cool. It's nice.
Okay, couple more.
We have the new Whir record, Sway, from Grey Face Recordings. You know, everyone knows Whir probably. They're really good shoegaze band.
I like Whir and Whirl.
Whirl is a better name, I think.
Whir's good, and speaking of self-defense...
Part-Time Punk Session is the best live recording, I think.
Dude, shut up. That's Run for Cover. You can't say that.
Yeah, don't talk. Don't say nice things about them.
Shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to say plenty of nice things.
Seriously, though, Part-Time Punk. I love it.
No, but Sway is good. We were just listening to it before. It's pretty cool.
I haven't listened to the whole thing yet.
It's more of the...
No.
If you like their old records...
They're switching up vocals, right?
Yeah, not a female vocalist anymore. I think it's one of the dudes that was already in the band, but I could be wrong.
The last tour I saw them on, it was the two guitars.
The bassist, I think, is...
They're another band who doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
We got a new record from Youth Code as well. A Place to Stand 12-inch EP came out on Dice Records. Really cool. I think they were just on tour with like 9 Inch Nails. Really good like industrial electronic music. If you're into like that sort of thing, I love it. Yeah. So that's pretty much what we can highlight for the cool stuff for the Easter.
We have plenty of other things.
Well, that was a very long segment.
You can edit it out.
But cool.
It was very long because we get so many.
We do get a lot of records. We all legitimately. We do exclusive stores. We have exclusive colors of records. So
we are all
obsessed
with the records.
The place to be to get your vinyl records.
I just love music, dude.
Yo, music's cool, right?
Cool. Do we want to do the what we're listening to? Do we want to do that segment?
Sure, why not?
All right, we'll just
not as much description.
Let's just
like list what you're.
Let's just do like one or two things. What you've been listening to lately. It can be new or
you
old.
Go first.
Okay, so let's do one of the things. Casey, you're starting.
All right. I've been listening to the Total Control Typical System LP. Just recently came out on Iron Lung Records. Cool, like
awesome
post-punk, inventive band. And then I've also been listening to the Implodes Recurring Dream 12-inch that came out on Cranky Records. I believe they came out a year or two ago. Kind of shoegazy, really mellow, good stuff.
I'm listening to the latest Basement 7-inch Further Sky.
That's really good.
It's awesome.
I really like that record.
I listen to Borderline too much, and it's great. And then also the latest Hounds of Hate LP, Hate Springs Eternal. They put it out themselves, but Casey tells me that they're putting it on vinyl, and we're getting an exclusive color. So be on the lookout. It's really good.
That's exciting news.
I put down the National Boxer, but really it's just the last 3 National records in shuffle every day of my life.
Sad mark.
It's great. And also the new Hostage Calm LP, Die on Stage.
Cool. Caleb.
It's my I didn't prepare this. I have an unhealthy obsession with True Widow right now. They're self-titled.
I can speak for you.
Do you want to?
Caleb listens to True Widow a lot. He listens.
Yeah, because you sit right next to him all day.
I sit right next to him.
Yeah.
And
I listen to the same thing over and over.
This might be a good time to air this out. Caleb has very big speakers. I have one small speaker. He thinks it's okay to just blare music out of his office all day. I've been a nice guy for the past 5 fucking months. Where I just sit here. Yeah.
You could have just said something. I didn't know you had beef.
I secretly turn down your music all the time. So Caleb listens to True Widow. He listens to Mammoth Grinder. Yep. He listens to a shitload of Piss Jeans.
He's always listening to Piss Jeans.
Dude,
I feel.
Piss Jeans is his shit.
King of Jeans is a perfect album.
Agreed.
True Widow, self-titled, perfect album.
Caleb is also a new fan of Joyce Manor. Caleb loves Joyce Manor.
Mark. I usually
also, Caleb listens to Floral Green by Title Fight so much, which I back 100% because it's great.
Okay, I'm late to the game with all this stuff, I know, but I have you to thank for it because you play all this stuff so much. I like it now. I don't know. I'm a poser. I pose.
All right,
Christopher.
I mean, you're basically.
I didn't prepare this.
You're just
That's okay.
You're just listening to Suffer and Acid constantly.
Actually, well, I am because you sent me the new masters for a 7-inch that's coming out.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to that. The new Hounds of Hate record is awesome. I'm a really big fan of the new My Fictions record. I really like
boys.
That is
I
great.
think it's great.
It is good.
One of the best live bands I've seen, definitely.
They are really
It
good.
was. They blew me away at that big show at the Middle East.
Mammoth Grinder, Power Trip show.
Yeah, like 8 bands or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, I think that's all I can really think of right now.
Speaking of Hounds of Hate, that new record, we're getting an exclusive color.
We just talked about that.
I'm sorry, I don't listen to
Dude,
anything.
you've checked out just like every listener of this podcast by now.
But real question is, what are you listening to, Rich?
Yeah,
That's a great question. I have.
Saves the day.
You know what's funny? I was like, I don't really know what I've listened to. So while I've been waiting for you guys, I pulled up my last FM to see what I've been listening to recently, and it's always Saves the Day is always at the top.
Yep.
I really do like Saves the Day. But yeah, I always listen to Saves the Day. That's always going to be in my top whatever listening to. But I have been listening to a lot of that new Joyce Manor record as well. I really like it. Really into it. Now it could be because of the whole controversy that's going on now with that whole thing. We're not gonna bring it up. People know about it. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Like whatever. It's
regardless
whatever.
of what happened, the record's good.
Yeah, the record's good, and maybe that's why I never. To be honest, I listened to the self-titled a few times. I thought it was good. I listened to the next record. It was pretty good. But I really like the new record. I think it's really good. I'm into a lot of those songs, so I really like that. Geez, couple other things. Only Living Witness is at my top.
Okay, you listen. I follow you on Spotify. You follow me, so I see what you're listening to. You listened to that once yesterday, like one time through.
Apparently,
so that's just recent.
Well, I listened to multiple the two albums.
I mean, that's a solid.
Innocence and I listened to it multiple times, so that's at the top of the list this week. So that's what I've been listening to. Cool. I have a lot more, but whatever.
Same.
So that's gonna complete the Death Talk
number 1.
Pilot episode number 1.
How long did we go over?
How do we do the outro before you guys start talking?
Wait, we should want to say the Death Talk.
Mark is taking over. He's always trying to take over being host.
You sounded like you were ending it. I didn't want you to forget.
Maybe that was a part of the ending.
Looking out for you like a friend. Just call me out.
Mark's always trying to take over.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yes. So we set up an email. If you want to send us feedback, questions, we want to know what your questions are. We'll answer them. The email address is deathtalk@deathwishinc.com.
Everything Deathwish.
Yep. Death Talk.
Death this. Talk wish.
So email us. Send us your questions. Send us your feedback. If you want us to stop doing the podcast right away, please let us know.
Do I have to email? Or
Caleb,
can I just
you
say
cannot email us. Also, like, what do you want us to talk about? We want to talk about what the people want us to talk about, right? So if you...
we kind of did segments.
We just, we
if
came
you
up
like
with
something more,
but,
we'll just do that.
Thanks for listening. This has been Death Talk 001. Have a great rest of your life.